This might be Navy Federal's best credit card, and it's not the Navy Federal flagship card. Take this walk with me. What is up, team? It's your boy Sledge from the SledgeIncTeam team, back with another video. And today we gonna be talking about the card that might possibly be Navy Federal's best credit card. And you know, over here at SledgeIncTeam, we get straight to business, so let's get to it. First things first, I know that not everyone is eligible to be a member of the Navy Federal Credit Union, so this card will not be for everyone. Here is the criteria to join. You must be current or former military of any branch. That includes the Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, Coast Guards, National Guards, and the Space Force. Military families, which includes parents, grandparents, siblings, spouse, grandchildren, and even household members. You can also become a member of the Navy Federal Credit Union if you currently work for or are a retiree of the Department of Defense. And now that that is out of the way, Navy Federal has 5 unsecured credit cards, but we're only here to talk about one of those cards today. And that card is the Navy Federal More Rewards card. Now, this was my first card with Navy Federal, so it was my introduction into the Navy Federal ecosystem. There are a lot of videos on YouTube that say before you apply for a credit card with Navy Federal, to first build a relationship with the credit union. Now, I agree, but only if you have a thin credit file or less than favorable credit. If you have a strong credit score, credit profile, and a decent list of credit history, feel free to apply for any Navy Federal credit card at any time. Since Navy Federal has a pre-approval tool, be sure to do the pre-approval first. Although a pre-approval is not 100% guaranteed, it will give you a better chance of being approved. I applied for the More Rewards card on the very first day that I had a Navy Federal membership, and I was approved for a $25,000 credit limit. And at that time, that was the highest credit limit that I had on any of my credit cards. But before I get into why I think that the More Rewards card is Navy Federal's best credit card, you know your boy has to be fair, and I have to tell you some things that I don't like about the card. Fortunately, there are only 2 downsides to the Navy Federal More Rewards card. And one of those downsides apply to every single Navy Federal credit card. That's the fact that you cannot pull Navy Federal credit card points. So if you have more than one Navy Federal credit card, they all earn points separately, and you cannot put those points together, which is trash. I mean, it's not trash, because you can generally earn points pretty quickly with the Navy Federal More Rewards cards, but it's trash. The other downside is that it's an Amex card. And as we all know, American Express may not be accepted as widely internationally as MasterCard and Visa. Do your research on keeping a MasterCard or a Visa card with you if you're traveling internationally, even though you may have success using American Express in many places. Honestly, those are the only negatives that I have with the Navy Federal More Rewards card. The card has no annual fee and earns points in a lot of everyday categories. The More Rewards card, you get 3 points per dollar at restaurants and on food deliveries, 3 points per dollar at supermarkets, on transit, and at gas stations. The transit category is what I personally use the More Rewards card for mostly, because you get 3 points per dollar on tolls, parking, ride shares, and more. And your boy will jump in an Uber or a Lyft in a minute, because like I've said several times, I do not like to drive when I travel. I just like to enjoy myself when I travel. I'm not trying to be looking for parking spaces, highway exits, or none of that. So your boy will jump in a ride share in a minute. So having a car that gives you points for getting in those ride shares is ideal for me. I take a Lyft, I often pay with my More Rewards card. Now my Lyft account is connected to my Hilton Honors account. So when I take a Lyft, I get points for Hilton as well as points for the Navy Federal More Rewards card. If you have a Bilt account, you can also stack Bilt and More Rewards points when you use Lyft. Same thing goes for Uber. My Uber account is attached to my Marriott account.
Point stacking.
So when I'm done using my credit that I get from my American Express Platinum card for Uber, when I jump in an Uber, I'm getting points for Marriott as well as on the Navy Federal More Rewards card. This card does not have an annual fee or a balance transfer fee. And although I recommend never leaving a balance on any of your credit cards, in case of an emergency, you can transfer a balance from another one of your credit cards to the More Rewards card without that 3 to 5% transaction fee that most cards charge. And the maximum interest rate on the More Rewards card is 18%. 18% is much lower than other cards in this category, including the Citi Premier, Capital One Saver One card, and the Wells Fargo Autograph card. Highest interest rate on those cards is somewhere around 30%. The interest rate on that transferred balance will be 1.99% for 12 months. Let me say that again, 1.99%. And although this card works on the American Express payment network, there are no foreign transaction fees. So feel free to take this card when you travel internationally. But keep in mind what I said earlier in the video, internationally, American Express may not be accepted as widely as MasterCard and Visa. Here are a few things that I never hear talked about when referring to the Navy Federal More Rewards card. But before I get into that, if you want a cool extra wallet like your boy got, I'm gonna leave my promo code down in the description of this video or maybe in the comments, and you get 35% off that purchase. With the More Rewards card, you get access to up to 30% off hotels when you book through booking.com because of a partnership between those two companies. You also get 25% off car rentals and access to pre-sale tickets. And when I say pre-sale, I mean pre-sale tickets like concerts and sporting events. One benefit of the More Rewards card that I haven't tried but I have to is the Global Hotel Collection. This benefit gives you complimentary daily breakfast, a credit for the spa or a food and beverage credit, early check-in, late checkout, and my favorite, hotel room upgrades. Now, this is similar to the American Express Hotel Collection, not American Express Fine Hotels and Resorts, because you don't get a credit for the stay. With the More Rewards card, you also get access to private homes and villas, which is essentially the same as an Airbnb. And that 25% off that I said about car rentals earlier, that's at car rentals places worldwide. And you get rental insurance in the US and Canada. But since I really don't rent cars, that benefit doesn't mean much to me. But for somebody that does, it could definitely be a bonus. With this card, you get roadside assistance, which can include towing, transport, or even a replacement vehicle while yours is getting repaired. Of course, you get extended warranty, purchase protections, and the likes. Remember, as long as you pay your bills on time, this card has no fees, no annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. The average cash advance fee on a credit card is over 3%. It can be as high as 5% or $10, whichever one of those is higher. And just like traditional American Express cards, the More Reward card comes with American Express offers. Amex offers are programs that offer cardholders discounts at stores, restaurants, on services, and a chance to earn bonus points. And since Amex offers are targeted, different cardholders may see different offers. Now, there is one more thing that you have to consider when you're picking up the Navy Federal More Rewards card, is that although this card works on the American Express payment network and American Express is actually on the card, this card does not earn American Express membership reward points. It earns Navy Federal points, which are worth 1 cent per point when you book travel. And that's probably a lower value than you would get with membership reward points. So when you see other creators saying that the More Rewards card is an American Express card, it's true in a sense, but it's not on the official American Express website, and it earns points differently. Now, if you made it this far down into the video, go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe and consider joining the membership. Now, in my opinion, the Navy Federal More Rewards card is a great card. And if you can get a Navy Federal membership, you should definitely consider picking this card up. And remember, my opinion is more important than everyone else's. Do your research on my opinion being more important than yours. Well, if you like this content or it's just entertaining, hit that thumbs up, share this video, but most importantly, drop a salute emoji in the comment section. And remember, the separation is in the preparation. It's your boy Sledge. Salute. Subscribe to the channel. Join the membership.